press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, welcome to today's class. So today I am going to teach you the new chapter from supplementary reader of your class 6. Here the name of the lesson is The Shepherd's Treasure. By seeing this title, The Shepherd's Treasure, so what you understood? So what you will understand from this title? Is it something about wealth or jewelries or any like the things which we comes in a magic? So let's see this lesson of today's class. Okay. So here this lesson, the story actually it is an Iranian folk tale. So what is this folk tale? You know, these are the stories which passes from generations to generation. So that's called folk tale. Okay. So this story, it has takes place in the country of Iran. Okay. So country where it is situated. So it is situated in Western Asia. Okay. So this Iran country which is situated in Western Asia, its capital is Tehran. Okay. So let's talk about shepherd. Who is this shepherd? So shepherd means a person who takes care of a sheep. Okay. So for them we are calling it that is shepherds. Okay. Then here what is this treasure? You know, treasure means something is about a valuable things, a collections of valuable things. Either it may be jewelries or gems or money, okay, or any antique pieces. That's called as a treasure. So this story is about a man who is a shepherd, okay, and he had some treasure. So what is this treasure? Let's see in today's class. Okay, I hope that the theme of the lesson it has clarified to you. Okay, so let's talk about this today's class. A poor shepherd once lived in Iran. Though uneducated, he was very wise and helpful. The king decided to meet him in disguise. You know, this story is about poor shepherd who is living in Iran. And he was uneducated. He is illiterate. But he is very wise. He is very intelligent and helpful. He is very kind person. Okay, kind, and he is always ready to help others who are in need. The king decided to meet him in disguise. So, the king of that country, so where the story has takes place, which is in Iran, so one day he decided that he wanted to meet this shepherd, but in disguise. So, what is this disguise? Ones who hide his original identity. Okay. So, the king decided to hide his original identity, that the shepherd could not understand that, or he couldn't identify this is a king. Okay. So, he changed his identity, okay, and then he met with the shepherd. So, let's discuss how this story takes place. Okay. In a village in Iran, there once lived a shepherd. Okay. So, in a village of Iran, so there lived a shepherd. He was very poor. He did not have even a small cottage of his own. So, cottage means here house. Okay. So, he is very poor. Even he doesn't have his small house to live in. So, he had never been to school or learned to read and write, for there were very few schools in those days. Although he is very poor and he didn't have his small house, so then he had never been to school to study there. Okay, because at those time there are not much schools. Okay, the schools were not famous. So this is, and though poor and uneducated, this shepherd was very wise. You know, his main disadvantage is very poor. Okay, but he is very intelligent because of his poor condition. So he didn't go to school. Okay, so when he didn't go to school, then but then also he have intelligence. Okay, that is wise. He understood people's sorrows and troubles and helped them face their problems with courage and common sense. So how he is helping to the people? With his wisdom, with his intelligence, so he is guiding to the people, he is suggesting to the people. So the people who are in trouble, who are in sorrows, so for them he is guiding, he is giving an encouragement, okay, to face the problems in their life, okay, and also he had some common and he is teaching their common sense, to use their common sense, and they have to face their problems. So like that he is advising to the people. Many people came to him for advice, okay. So not only few people, there are so many other people who are coming to him to ask so many advices, okay. Then soon he became famous for his wisdom and friendly nature. So when the people, they are used to go to ask the advice to him, so suddenly he become famous, okay, and all the people, and he get fame also, okay. He get famous because for his wisdom. Because what is this wisdom? It's inner intelligence, okay, that is, and friendly nature, and he is very friendly with the other people while dealing with their problems and solving their solutions, and he was giving an encouragement to the people to face their problems, and he become very friendly with those people. Because of these two things he get famous, okay. The king of that country heard about him and thought of meeting him. So he was very famous. So one day the king had heard about this shepherd, and then he decided to meet him, okay, disguised as a shepherd and riding on a mule, okay. So disguised as a shepherd. So the king has changed his own identity and he became as a shepherd, okay, and he went on a mule to meet to this shepherd, riding on a mule, okay. So then one day the king came to the cave where the wise shepherd lived. So one day, the king had decided to meet this shepherd. So one day he has reached to meet this shepherd where that shepherd is living. As soon as the shepherd saw the traveler coming towards the cave, he rose to welcome him. So when this king went because he has changed his identity, he made himself, he is also a shepherd. So that shepherd means that shepherd who is intelligent shepherd. So that shepherd, then he understood that someone is coming to near him, okay, to meet him, okay. Then saw the traveler coming towards the cave. So suddenly he got stood up. Who? That shepherd. That somebody is coming to him. That is the traveler who is coming near to him to meet him. So he was stood up to welcome that shepherd. He took the tired traveler inside the cave. He took the tired traveler inside the cave, gave him water to drink and a share of his own meal. Okay. So here this shepherd means who has changed it. Actually that is a king who came to him to meet. Okay. So this shepherd is living in a cave. So that shepherd, when he saw that, so some traveler, he is coming to meet him. So suddenly he just stood up to welcome him and he was greeting him. Okay, and he was very happy to take that shepherd to in his cave. Okay, and what he did there, he took the tired traveler inside the cave and he gave some water to drink and then share of his own migraine meal. Migraine meals means it's a very small quantity of food he given to that shepherd. Okay, so who's the shepherd? That is a king. Okay, so he welcomed him with warmly and then he offered some drink and then drink some water and then he given his own meal to that shepherd, and that meal it is in a very small quantity. So here the spelling of MEAGRE, that is a migraine. So that means here a food which is very small quantity. Okay, because he is a poor person. So it is very hard to survive. Okay, but then also he is not complaining about to his life. Okay, then the king rested for the night in the cave and was greatly impressed by the shepherd's hospitality and wise conversation. So that king who changed his identity, so he was rested there, okay, rested there for a whole night in the cave, and he was greatly impressed by that shepherd, because he was very conversing. It's very wise, it's very wisdom. Okay, so when he was conversing, conversation they have begun. So the king has thought that this shepherd has a great intelligence. Okay, and then he likes his the king has likes his hospitality. Hospitality means friendly treatment. Okay, he is treating very friendly with that king. Okay, so like this way, the king has impressed by the shepherd. So this is about the story. So let's move to the further paragraph. Though still tired, the king decided to depart the next morning. So the next day the king had decided. So although he was took a rest in that cave, so then he was decided to leave the cave to go to his palace. He said, "Many thanks for your kindness. To a poor traveler, I have a long way to go. Permit me to leave." So this king has said to the shepherd that, "So thank you for whatever you have offered me, and it's your thankful about your kindness. I am very poor traveler, so I have stayed here and you given me your place and for a food and then everything." Okay, the hospitality. So how he was treated him, so he was impressed. Okay, then I have a long way to go. Then he says, it's very long way to go. Its journey is very long. So allow me. Permit me means allow me. Give me a permission to leave now. Okay, the king said to shepherd. Looking straight into the eyes of his guest, the shepherd replied. So this shepherd, he was looking directly into the eyes of his traveler, that is visitor. You may also call guest, okay, because he is a guest of shepherd. Then, "Thank you, your majesty, for paying me the compliment of a visit." See, so this shepherd has understood that who is this person who came to meet him. So he was understood he is not a shepherd, he is a king. Okay, so he says that, "Thank you, your majesty." Okay, so "Thank you, your majesty," he says, "for paying me the compliment." Compliment means appreciation. So you are paying me appreciation for a visit. Okay, so he is appreciating the qualities of a shepherd, and he loves to stay with him, and he loved how he was talking, how he was conversing, like having a talking with his shepherd. He likes too much. So this shepherd understood it, and he also understood who is this person is. Okay, because like that he had a great wisdom. Okay, so by seeing the gestures and by the talking, the way of talking of the people, he understood that what kind of a person they are. Okay, so this is that. The king was astonished. Astonished means surprised. The king was surprised because he hidden his identity. Okay, then as well as pleased, and also he was surprised, and also he is happy too. Who? That king. He is indeed very wise, he thought to himself. That king, he thought to himself that, so this shepherd is very indeed means it's a statement he has given. Okay, he given another statement to this shepherd. So what is? He is very wise, he is having a great intelligence, that he had understood my identity, that I am not a shepherd, I am a king. So he thought himself, this shepherd is very wise. Okay, then he thought to himself, I need people like him to work for me. So he was very impressed and surprised too. So then he decided he liked this kind of a people who wanted to work for him. Okay, then and the king appointed this humble shepherd the governor of a small district. So suddenly he decided, he offered him offered him, and he appointed this shepherd as a governor of a small district. Okay, he made this shepherd a governor of a small district. Humble means it's a modest. Although he rose to power and dignity, the shepherd remained as humble as ever. So now he got power, he got the dignity, respect. Dignity means it's a respect, okay? But then also this shepherd remained down to earth. He had never developed ego, okay? He had never developed the qualities when the people who had got the power, okay? He remained the same, how he was earlier, okay? Before he becoming governor, how he was, so he was maintaining the same identity, his qualities and his characters, okay? Then let's see what happened. People loved and honored him for his wisdom, sympathy and goodness. Okay. So although he became a governor, he got a power in his hand, he got a lot of respect, then also the people are loving for his sympathy, for his goodness and also wisdom. Okay. So these kind of qualities he had. Okay. The shepherd, after he became a governor, after that also people are loving him, okay, because of his good qualities, goodness and then wisdom and sympathy. Okay, sympathy, it means to understand the other situation, the people who are in problem, who are in sorrow, so the other people should understood their situation, okay, and they are guiding them, they are giving advice how to face the problem. So like this he had the quality. He was a kind and just to one and all. His fame as a fair and wise governor soon spread throughout the country. He was a very kind governor, was a very kind shepherd. Then soon he became fame. Fame means a popular. He became very popular, and his decision also very fair. Justice. He made a good justice to the people. Okay. So although he had a power and also respect, so then also he had a good qualities. Okay. Then and wise governor soon spread throughout the country. So this wise governor is not only famous in particularly that district whichever he has appointed as a governor, but he become famous in that country also. Okay. Because of his fair decision and also his intelligence. Okay. Now the governors of other provinces grew terribly jealous of him and began to talk to the king against him. You know, when the people, it's unusual behavior. So one person means he is getting to be fame, he is getting to be popular. Then the other jealousy people, they are existed. So here also there are other governors who terribly they are jealous about this governor, and they are talking to the king against this shepherd. Okay. Then they said, so those governors are complaining about this shepherd. So what they are saying here, he is very dishonest and keeps for himself part of the money that he collects as tax from the people. See here how they are how they are complaining about the shepherd. So they are saying to the king that he is very dishonest and he is working for only money. For that sake he collecting taxes from the people. Collecting taxes means collecting taxes like the people should pay the tax to the kingdom and to the king, and the king should utilize that money for the people's welfare. Okay, sorry, it's a people welfare. So this is one, and then keeps for himself part of the money and that he collects as tax from the people. Why did he always carry with him? They added an iron chest. So they are also saying to the king that, so this shepherd is very dishonest. He always used to collect the tax from the public, from the people, and he always carries a box, that is iron chest. Iron chest means it's a iron box. he used to carry that iron box. So why he is carrying? Because he is collecting the tax amount from the people. So he is very dishonest. Without knowing you, so he is not reaching that the thing about the collecting of the taxes to you. So unknowingly, so he is collecting the taxes. Okay. Perhaps he carried in it the treasure that he had secretly collected. So in that iron box he has carrying all the money what he has collecting. Then after all, they said mockingly he was an ordinary shepherd and could behave no better. So after that again they added some other statement to this shepherd. So with the mockingly, they are teasing them. They are teasing to this shepherd. And what they are saying? After all, he is an ordinary shepherd. He didn't have any great qualities. He is an ordinary shepherd. Okay, and he could behave no matter. Okay, so like this way, this story was continuing. So let's see the next paragraph here. At the first, the king did not pay attention to these reports. Now the king has not given attention, means he is not interested that what the other governors are saying to this king, because king knows it that how this shepherd he is. After all, he only chosen, he was a governor. And so he is not bothering about what these governors are saying. Okay, then, but how long could he ignore these governors and their endless stories about the shepherd? So one thing was certain, the king discovered. So these jealousy governors, they are complaining about the shepherd again and again. Okay, after and after they are complaining to the king about that shepherd. So how many days he could be a mum? He has to take some decisions. Is it? Then one thing was certain, the king discovered. So one day he decided that he could discover what is the truth. The new governor did carry an iron chest with him all the time. So why he is this new governor, always he used to carry this iron chest with him. So this question arises in his mind. So that's why the king decided to discover what is the truth behind to carry the iron chest. Okay. Then, so one day the new governor was summoned to the palace. Summoned means called to the palace. So one day the king decided to call to the governor to the palace. He came riding on his camel, and to everyone's delight, the famous iron chest was there, fastened securely behind him on the camel's back. So he came on the camel, on riding camel, and everyone was delighted, everyone was happy. The famous iron chest was there, fastened securely. So along with this camel, so there is an iron box. He always used to carry with him, and it is securely, it is on the camel. It is tightly, securely there behind the camel's back. Okay. Now the king was angry. So whatever these governors, the jealousy governors, they have complained about this. Now this is coming to a truth. It is true. The king discovered it. Okay, because he has seen that there is an iron chest with him. Okay, so that now the king was angry. Now the king was very angry by looking at this iron chest. He thundered. Thundered means he was in anger, and he said, "Why do you always carry that iron chest with you? What does it contain?" With an anger voice, he said to the governor, that shepherd, "So what is there in, why you are always carrying this iron chest, and what is there in that iron chest?" The governor smiled. So when he was listened that the tone, the statement of a king, so he was smiled. He asked his servant to bring in this chest. So then he asked his servant to take that chest. How eagerly the people standing around waited for the shepherd to be found out. So all the people, they are eagerly, they are looking at this shepherd. So what is the truth here? But how great was their astonishment, and even of the king himself, when the chest was opened. When the box, it was opened, everybody was there. What is it? A surprise. So because something, it is very precious thing, it has contained in that iron chest. So what it is? So the people, the king, all are the people who are in that palace, they were surprised when it has opened. Okay. So what it is? No gold or silver or jewels, but an old blanket was all that came out. Actually, in that iron chest, there is no jewels, there is no silver, there is no gold or no gems at all. The only thing it contains, it was a blanket. Okay. So no blanket, an old blanket. So now you can think about this question. So why he has carries this blanket with him? Because although he is a governor, so why he need this? Is it? So why? Let's see here. Holding it up proudly, the shepherd said, "This, my dear master, is my only treasure I always carry with me." So when he was holding that blanket in his hand, so he says that this is my master. This is the thing what I am carrying always with me. This is my treasure. So is it the blanket is the treasure? Okay. So let's see why he is saying so. "But why do you carry such an ordinary blanket with you?" the king replied. So it's such an ordinary blanket, then why you are carrying that blanket with you? He asked. "Surely you are the governor of a district. You are a governor, you have your power and you have so many things to do. But why this blanket why this kind of a blanket you are carrying in that box?" The king asked, to which the shepherd replied with quiet dignity. So then the shepherd replied with the quiet respect. What he says, "This blanket is my oldest friend. It will still protect me if at any time your majesty should wish to take away my new clothes." Okay, see what a beautiful statement he is giving. Okay, he says, at any time, if our majesty, if our king has took all my clothes means it is an covering cloth. Okay, you know, all the in the picture you can see some of the people they are used to wear the what called jacket. So that is called cloths, a long outer garment worn over the shoulders covering the back. Okay, so it is very costlier. If you take all those things, then this is my oldest friend. Okay, he could this blanket, it could not leave me at any time. Either this wealth it is with me or not, or any other clothes it is with me or not, but this blanket it is not going to leave me. So it is my oldest friend, he says like this. Okay, new clothes means it's a long outer garment worn by the people in the kingdom, and over the shoulders covering back. Okay, over the shoulders it is covering back. That how pleased the king was and how embarrassed the jealous governors became to hear the wise man's reply. So king was happy to listen the words of the shepherd, how he was said, what he was answered. The king was very happy. But the governors, they were feeling very embarrassment, they are feeling ashamed. Okay, and what a wise statement he has given. Reply. Now they knew that shepherd was indeed the humblest and the wisest man in the land. So now all the people and the king was judged him. So he is one of a humblest man and one of a wisest man in the land. Okay, the king made him the governor of a much bigger district that very day. So after this incident, the king decided to make him a governor of a much bigger district. So earlier he was a small district governor, and later he became, after this incident, after this inquiry and all, so then he became a governor of a bigger district. Okay, so this is. So what is the moral of the lesson? So moral of the lesson is, one should never forget its roots. Either the wealth, money, power, it is with us or not, but the things what we have in our good and bad times, so that is the precious things. Okay, this is the moral of the lesson. So wherever we go, so whatever the position we have acquired, we should never we should never leave our originality and the precious things what we have. Always we need to care it. Okay, so this is about the lesson. I hope that you all are enjoyed and you have learned the moral from the story. Okay, because this power, the money, it is not permanent, it is temporary thing. So what is the temporary things are? The one's qualities, the good qualities, the humblest, the kindness, helping nature. Okay, then intelligence, one's intelligence. So all these things remain lifelong. So this is about the today's class. I hope that you people are understood. And here there are some questions in your textbook. So after completing this lesson, so you just write down this answer, attend these questions and write your own sentences. Okay, by reading it again and again and watching this video. So try to write try to write out the answer which has given in this textbook. Okay, so now today this is the story. We will meet in the next class. Till then, all of you stay home, stay safe, keep learning. Thank you.